Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cleveland Browns taking on the Denver Broncos.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And, incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Broncos at 11-5 on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of the road.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And this is incomplete.
Anytime he reads me that time, they were up to the challenge.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. It's brought in by Heron. Well, looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. High throw, but he makes the catch. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that. On 1st down, now can they punch it in on 2nd? And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Breece Hall with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Broncos have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Denver's offense now set to go. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Thomas has it. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now the Broncos are going to call the 1st of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. 2nd and 9 now. This pass caught by Hamler. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score?
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Dancing to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. The Broncos about set to go on offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the... Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play?
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They fights him off. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're...
So the Broncos now down on the scoreboard. And time. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, look at the juke. And he's brought down. They took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Cleveland, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Denver, the loss could be an impactful one as they'll finish at 11-6 on the year. And it's going to be wait-and-see time as they figure out their status for the upcoming playoffs. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
Tonight, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's the AFC Wildcard Round on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Denver Broncos.
These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now his first throw of the night is hauled in. That's complete. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. He threw the interception last time out. Certainly not the way he wanted to start this playoff game. So now he's got to try to erase that memory, start over here, 1st and 10. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Colts are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives as they start again here. We'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. This is caught. It's Hardy. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back to throw here. Gets around him. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Looking to throw. Oh, what a move. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 2nd and 4. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are back within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
So the Broncos coming out now. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now this one complete downfield on the left. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Colts pick it up. Denver's offense ready to go again. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll run with Hall. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Broncos in the hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little.
And the Bronco offense ready to begin this 3rd quarter of play. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Over the middle, complete. That's Hardy. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Gets past one man. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Being chased out left. Ooh, the juke. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 2nd and 6. This is Hamler on the receiving end. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hall ought to give up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll give to Hall. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Here's 2nd and 8. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Now a play fake here on first down. He gets it complete to Harris. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's a give to Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 5 yards remain on second down. A handoff for Hall. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this when he's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that.
Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. A 9-yard touchdown there, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. No surprise there, third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes, because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now the Broncos off. They're going to look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Colts are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Let it go, boy. Ready to get it started now.
And coming out now, the Broncos. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Escaping the pressure right. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Now Hall. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Breece Hall taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So how about the season, Charles, that he continues to put together? That's now 25 rushing touchdowns on the year. That's getting into some very rarefied territory.
Yeah, it made you and I do a little extra homework prior to this one in anticipation, because that one moves him past John Riggins with 24. He draws even with Emmitt Smith at 25.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. He's 0 for 1 throwing it. Of course, that one pass was intercepted. It led to the touchdown. So he'll try again here. 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Breece Hall.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him.
Denver's offense now set to go. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This is Hamler on the crossing route. He's got it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Broncos in their hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. First down now, but the clock continues to move. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's caught by Ayuk on the slant.
Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk from 17 yards out.
And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
KJ Hamler.
61 yards.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for it all. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Deontay Hardy from a yard out. And the Broncos are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Ball again on second down.
And some room to work. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Breece Hall
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, I got to say, I don't know how he made it all the way to the end zone without going down. What a run.
Absolutely incredible that was, because defensively you're taught to break down, wrap up. But in this case, he didn't really allow it, and really no one was able to slow him down enough for the extra help to get there. He just kept getting out of tackles all the way downfield.
Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. Now Hall to start the drive.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
On first down, right back to Hall. We'll get this up to about the 44.
And they're going to speed things up here. Here's a 2nd and 7. On the move to his left. It's hauled in by Hardy. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He goes once again right back to Hardy. Final minute now of the third quarter. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he's got his target, Harris. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs, and if the drive ends...
The Broncos about set to go on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the 1st before he's brought down. And quickly, they get to the line. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 2nd and 3. And going right back to Hamler. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Six yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that.
And we get another look now at this Broncos offense. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better...
And Denver getting set to take the field. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Keeps himself upright. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The Broncos going to continue on as we say so long, everybody, and thanks for watching. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.
today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll look to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
They'll set up a throw. Rolling to his left.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
2nd and 9 now. Being chased out left.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Looking to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's over. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They'll run here with Hall. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Here's Hall again.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So the Broncos coming out now.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete to Harris. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Broncos in the hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. Here we go on 2nd and 12. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Harris on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A huge play there for Denver. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A nice little juke. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, the defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that. And he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's been picked off twice. They're going to look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the... Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now back to throw. He's got Harris running the slant. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. He'll look to throw. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds Hardy on the slant. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Complete over the middle to Hardy. This across midfield to the 48. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Second and 2. Over the middle, complete. It's Hardy. Touchdown, Broncos. Deontay Hardy, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. And coming out now, the Broncos. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Harris. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Hall. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup of 38. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Ball again. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. And that's now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Straight ahead is Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Hall again on second down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Hall again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos continue to pull the playoff surprise. Denver's offense now set to go. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. 2nd and 2. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll run with Hall. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on 1st down. It'll buy some time right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you
now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
The Broncos are Super Bowl bound as we say goodnight, everybody. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.